Today, it's Madden NFL football. This is the National Football League. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Moss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. 20, down to the 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Charlie Jones. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's third down. Looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Brent Urban there to get him down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Big 13.
Right back to Moss. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Can. Stop.
Moss on the give up the middle. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And Burrow going to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here we go.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive will start with an option going left. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. And he fends him off. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Gun. Cut. 180. Nice up. Move.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 33, here's a second down and 4. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. He's got size, the hands.
Speed. Can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On the draw, here's Mitchell. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Chase came into the league with some lofty expectations, and he somehow surpassed those through the first 3 years of his career. He's a perennial 1,000-yard receiver. He's a guy they got to find a way to get the ball to in all situations. And he's one of the main reasons why the Bengals offense is consistently among the league's best.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Moss again. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third and 5. Burrow will throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that flag accepted. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run a draw now with Moss. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Moss. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now a give running left with Moss. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On the handoff, it's Moss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's second down. Jackson now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Steps away to his left. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They begin with Henry. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this underneath the moss. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Now Burrow on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost him.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Burrow on 3rd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. The same outcome on 3 straight plays, all runs of 4 yards. The last one gets him a 1st down.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Jackson, options out left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing, Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a couple. To throw, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the give, this is Moss. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Moss. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. Obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.